Hi, I'm Charlotte from Twin Made, and I'm going to show you how you can turn your jersey yarn into a necklace that looks a bit like this. Here's some we've made earlier. This is a really chunky one I did and then knotted it up. They could be used for bracelets or headbands or anything else you can think of. What you will need is one toilet roll tube, an empty one, 4 lollipop sticks, an excuse to eat ice creams, some sellotape and a pair of scissors and some jersey yarn you've made from a t-shirt earlier. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a toilet roll tube and your lollipop sticks, and you're going to evenly space the lollipop sticks around the loo roll with a couple of centimetres protruding and tape it on. And then you're going to get your jersey yarn. You'll need about 4 or 5 metres of this to do a nice length necklace similar to this one. We're not going to cut what we need yet because we're going to just see how we get on with what we've got. Okay, so to start, you're going to get about 50 centimetres of the jersey yarn. I generally think from my finger just past my elbow is about 50 centimetres long. And you're going to just drop that into the centre of the toilet roll tube. And that's going to be the bit that you tie your necklace with. So we've got the end coming out there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to work your way around the toilet roll tubes. And you're going to get the yarn, you're going to go behind a toilet roll stick and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round. And that's, so every single stick will have one loop on. And then moving on to the next one, you're going to add a second loop to each one. So behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round. Once all of them have 2 loops on each stick, you're just going to move the bottom one up, over, off the stick. So the bottom loop is going up over the top loop and off the stick. So up, over and off, up, over and off, up, over and off, up, over and off. And the really good thing about using jersey yarn for this is it stretches. So if you struggle to pull it up over and off, you can just stretch it a little bit. And then working from the next stick where the yarn's from, so the yarn's there, so we'll be working on that one. I'm going to go behind and round, behind and round, behind and round, behind and round. So each stick has 2 loops on there again. And again, you're going to repeat this. That bottom one's going to go up, over and off, up, over and off, up, over and off, up, over and off. And then you can push those all down so each one has 1 on there. The sticks are always going to have 1 loop on each of them, and the most that I have on there is 2. And all you're going to do is repeat this now. So now you've got 1 loop on there, you're going to add a second. So behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round, and then up, over and off. And you're just going to keep repeating that. So we can do a bit of a close-up. So working from that one there, you're going to go behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round. And so that means each of them have 2 on there. Okay, and then you're going to move that one up, over and off, up, over and off, up, over and off, up, over and off. So each one has 1 on there, and then you can push it down. And then you're just going to repeat that. So behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round, behind and back round. And then you're just going to go up, over and off. So once you've decided that your necklace is long enough, so it's going to be measuring from about there to about there, we need to fasten off. So what you're going to do is, starting from the one that hasn't got the loop, so either side that the yarn hasn't come from, you're going to put that one up, over onto that one. So you've got 2 on there. So that one's going to go up, over and off onto that one. So now you've got 2 on there and none on that one. And then that one's going to go up, over and off. And then that one then's going to go onto that one, up, over and off. So you've got 2 on there, and then you're going to pull that one up, over and off. And then you're going to put that one onto that one. So up, over and off, like that. And then that one's going to go up, over and off. So you end up with 1 loop. So then what you can do is pull that loop through and then cut another long tail probably about 50 centimeters long. Again, don't worry about going too long or too, because you can always trim it. So then you've got one loop left, and you're just going to get the end of that yarn and you're going to put it through that loop and pull it all the way through. Just give it a bit of a tighten, and then there's your necklace. So what you can do afterwards is give it a bit of a squish. If you've got any like bits that are kind of sticking out or not looking very neat, just tuck them into the tube, and you can add lots of beads and other things. And you're done. Well done. That was fun. We hope you enjoyed too. Thank you for joining us to learn how to loom knit a necklace. Don't forget to share your makes with us, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.